Hard times create strong men, and strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And brother, let me tell you, Civ 7 is about to create some weak men. Everyone who's been paying attention knows what I'm talking about. Of late, Firaxis has become completely beholden to the woke mind virus.
My ideology is fascism. I'm the only fascist in the world, so everybody kind of hates me, as they should. And
Don't just take my word for it. Listen to a review from the inventor of the term 4X, the late Alan Emmerich. Civilization often strives to be a hip game and deals with popular social issues from the standpoint of political correctness. Thus, global warming is a tremendous threat. Odd for such a recent, unproven theory. Even the beta test superhighway Wonder of the World gave way to women's suffrage. While women's suffrage is a novel concept for its effect during gameplay, it is another brick in the wall of political correctness. Computer Gaming World Magazine, December 1991. If you want to be a soft, limp-wristed liberal, feel free to pre-order the $130 Civ 7 Founders Edition. However, if you want to be hard like me, let me tell you why sticking with Civ 6 multiplayer is the way to go. Here's 5 ways that Civ 6 multiplayer made me hard. Number 1. Having my settlers get stolen. Nothing makes a man hard like having his entire game get ruined 20 minutes in by another player wandering upon his unescorted settler. It keeps you alert, keeps you on your toes. This is the sort of random, unprovoked beating that my dad always told me builds character. In Civilization 7, however, the pansies at Firaxis have done away with this, granting settlers the ability to defend themselves. With this change, you can expect to always reap the rewards from any labor you put into producing settlers. Talk about liberal entitlement. Yikes. Number 2. Having multiplayer games that are 6 hours long. In recent times, the attention span of the average person has been plummeting due to the insidious influence of TikTok and ADHD chemtrails. As a result, games are becoming shorter and shorter as people yearn for instant gratification. Civ 7 is the newest victim to this trend, introducing single-age multiplayer games that can be completed in under 3 hours. Thankfully, however, Civ 6 is still here for those of us with some actual patience. There's nothing better than sitting down for a game and not knowing whether you'll be conceding the game after just 2 hours or grinding out a 6-hour-long science victory. Hard men are the result of difficult choices, and there's nothing more difficult than being forced to choose between playing a video game or spending time with your family. Number 3. Irrel Wars. Life isn't fair, and good video games know that they should reflect this. Free-for-all Civ 6 multiplayer understands this better than any other game I've ever played. No matter how well you play, all it takes is one bozo sending a couple of units your way in the early game, and both of you are suddenly completely out of the running. Unlike other competitive games and communities that punish overt trolling like this, the Civ 6 multiplayer community rightfully gives this sort of gameplay its rubber stamp of approval. You can go into game after game, each time attacking another player right from the get-go and dragging both of you down to 9th and 10th place in every 10-player free-for-all. When I fall victim to an attack like this, I don't whine or report the other player. I say thank you for making me stronger, for making me harder. Number 4. Bad netcode. More and more I'm seeing gamers complain that they just want to turn on a game and have it work. I'm sick of this sort of entitlement. Luckily, Civ 6 filters these filthy casuals out of the community right away with its horrendous netcode. Around 1/3 of my multiplayer games end up being scrapped due to rampant disconnects and desyncing, which keeps me on my toes. Even better, these technical issues have prompted a spiritual awakening among the Civ 6 community. We have reverted to the good old times when man's brain was ruled by superstition, as countless rituals that promise to make games more stable are spread by word of mouth and widely practiced among the community. This primal, manly way of thinking can only be brought about by true hardship, which Civ multiplayer always delivers in spades. Number 5. Men. Unlike Civ 7, Civ 6 has some proper male role models. A man can't become hard unless he knows what a hard man looks like. Tell me, do the leaders of Civ 7 look hard to you? Just look at this embarrassing representation that America, the greatest country on earth, has to deal with in Civ 7. I mean, really. Benjamin Franklin? Look at his soft, liberal hands, his weak, desperate posture. Franklin here represents everything wrong with the modern man. Now, let's look at the absolute Greek god that Firaxis chiseled from stone to lead America in Civ 6. Theodore Roosevelt is peak masculinity. This man took a bullet for his country, and you can tell. He goes so hard that just looking at him makes me hard. The only downsides with having leaders like this is having to play the game with only one hand, because I'm in a constant state of saluting this American hero. God bless the USA, and God bless Civ 6. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Make sure to leave a comment about ways in which playing Civ games has made you hard. Be sure to subscribe here and follow me on my Twitch account, where I'll be streaming the Civ 7 Founders Edition I pre-ordered on February 6th. Stay hard. Herson signing out.